So much for the sideshow. Now turn your attention to the center ring, where you will find our main attraction.
Brad Mercer's Featured Artist of the Week.
And it's brought to you by Musicians Outlet in Palm Desert, located on San Pablo. Musicians Outlet, they will beat any local price. All right, Lance Stinson hails from Lumber City, a South Georgia town with a little more than 1,000 people. His childhood was a character-building mix of rural life and hard work. Now, Lance and his 4 older brothers grew up on his parents' farm, which for many years provided corn, wheat, and pork for the family's restaurant. It's called Stinson's Barbecue, a community gathering spot still going strong after 35 years. Lance is my featured artist of the week, and I can't believe you didn't bring any of that great barbecue with you. What's the deal, dude?
I don't know. What was I thinking? Shame on me.
I can smell it from here, man.
I know, and you got some of that smell-o-vision.
Hey, welcome to the show, guy.
Hey, thanks for having me, Brad. It's an honor.
Hey, where is Lumber City, Georgia, by the way?
Lumber City is about 3.5 hours south of Atlanta and about 2.5 hours kind of northwest of Savannah.
Hey, speaking of Atlanta, I was there for like 4 years on 96 Rock with Christopher
Really
Rood.
cool.
Yeah.
I know the station.
Yeah.
I do.
You're a big Atlanta Braves fan, aren't you?
I'm a big Dale Murphy fan, and I've always supported them. They were, growing up as a kid playing baseball, me and my brothers, and we all played ball, and that was one of the guys that I looked up to as, coming up playing ball and Pee Wee ball and Little League and right on up through high school.
Yeah, and I never missed a game when I was there. I mean, Chipper Jones, John Rocker.
They're all great. They're all great players, man. It just seems like they just can't quite get it all together.
Yeah.
They get so close, but they just can't quite get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I love watching Bobby Cox when he just
Bobby Cox to me was a great manager, man. And he was sure different, wasn't he?
He was. Lance, I got to ask you, most of the indie artists I've talked to have had a family background in music. How about you?
Well, actually, in my immediate family, I'm actually the only one that's in the music business. It's out of my brothers and stuff. I've got an aunt that played piano, and when I was a kid, we used to play when I was over in her house, and we'd sing and play. But other than that, my son and my nephew, they play in a marching band in high school. But that's pretty much about it. I really wish I did have a lot more of that. I mean, what happened is some of the guys I went to school with is how we started our first band, and there were 3 guys and then me, and we started a little band in school, and that's kind of how we started in middle school.
Do you write most of your own songs?
I write a pretty good bit, especially for the new album. It's probably going to be about 45 to maybe 50% of my own stuff, and we're getting great songs from Nashville from different writers, and I've made friends over the years with some great writers, Shane Miner and different guys in Nashville.
Sure.
And there's tons of songs up there that I hate to say it, that'll never get heard. Some great music.
Isn't that the way it always is?
It is, and it's it's one of them things. There's a lot more songs in there, a lot less time to get them played.
Tell me about your song Whiskey.
Whiskey is a song that was written by a couple of good friends of mine in Nashville. Rick Tiger it's been a writer for years, and Rick's a little bit older fellow than me, but he wrote stuff for George Strait and Joe Nichols, and I met him probably 4 years ago up in Nashville, down in Printer's Alley. Him and his wife run the Fiddle and Steel down there, a little bar. Actually, the home of Rascal Flatts is where the guys used to play back before they were big. And him and Mindy Campbell had written that song. Mindy Campbell is Craig Campbell's wife, which me and Craig, Craig's from Vidalia, Georgia, and that's about 30 miles from where I lived at. So we've been friends for a long time, coming up way before he ever got real big and popular. And I'm really proud of him too. But and it was a song that I fell in love to because it's a song I can relate to. I've been married and divorced, and been through that whole thing, and a lot of people that I know can relate to that kind of stuff too. And I thought, since I could relate to it, and I know I could get out there and sing it and really know what I'm singing about, is kind of what I look at. When I'm looking for a song, I don't just look for a song for a hit song. I'm like, I'm going out on the road with this song. Can I sell this song? Do I know that? Can I say, hey, I've been there. I know what this song's talking about. That's the way I look at it when I go out and do something.
Well, hang out with me a little longer, Lance, while we hear Whiskey on Brad Mercer's Bands and Fans.
I was sitting at that bar, looking at myself, looking at myself in the mirror, when the bartender poured me one more shot of whiskey and said, man, I'll just leave this right here. He set the bottle down, but it was running out. All that's left won't fill this glass. Mine of luck and I'm out of cash. Running out of reason she would leave. She took the kids, took her clothes, not so much as a goodbye note. So the whiskey ain't the only thing running out on me. I'm as empty as this bottle. Try not to think about, try not to think about her. And the clock upon the wall says that it's last call, but I ain't drink enough to drown her. Tears should be pouring down, but they're running out. All that's left won't fill this glass. Mine of luck and I'm out of cash. Running out of reason she would leave. She took the kids, took her clothes, not so much as a goodbye note. So the whiskey ain't the only thing running out on me. She took the kids, took her clothes, not so much as a goodbye note. No, the whiskey ain't the only thing. No, the whiskey ain't the only thing running out on me. Running out on me.
My featured artist of the week, Lance Stinson, with Whiskey on Brad Mercer's Bands and Fans. What's in the near future for you, Lance? I'm sure you're thinking about another CD.
Well, actually, we've been working on a new record for a while now, actually a lot longer than we were expecting, and part of my management's been kind of getting on me pretty hard. But, I like when we went into this thing together, I told him, I said, I didn't want to just go get a whole bunch, 10 songs from down at the publishing company and cut them. I wanted to write a lot more for this album than I did for my last one. And it's a good labor of love to me. I want to have an album that has 10 or 12 great songs on it, not just 2 or 3 great songs with some good songs. I want them to all be great. And I guess I'm just being a little nitpicky, but then when people's going out spending their hard-earned money and they're going to spend it on buying my record, I want them to be able to enjoy every song on that record and not just 1 or 2. So I'm taking a little more time and making sure we do it just right, not just picking all good songs. Every song to me they all got to kind of work corresponding with each other and work together to kind of take you from a story from here to here by the end of the record.
Any plans to come out here to the West Coast for a tour?
Man, we would love to. And actually, there's actually been some talk, and we just been talking with a big company out there that does a lot of booking out on the West Coast, and it looks like in probably middle of next year, 2015, we're going to be heading out that way. I'm actually going out to California to do a little vacation in January. So
well, be sure to call me.
I'll be glad. You believe I'll be ringing your phone up.
Okay. Hey, Lance.
I will, but
Lance, where can we hear and buy your music?
You can buy it on iTunes. You can go on iTunes and buy it. You can hear it on Reverb Nation. You can go to lancestinson.net. It's my website and do it there. And it's all over YouTube. You can check us out there. Join us on Facebook. We're pretty much all over social media. And Twitter. I'm on the Twitter thing now. I'm still working on the Twitter. But it's a lot more harder than I thought it would be with the Twitter. Because I guess I'm so used to, Facebook. And before that it was MySpace, and it's just the next new thing.
Well, just ask any 4-year-old in your neighborhood. They'll get you squared
Ain't that
away.
the truth? Ain't that the truth?
Been a pleasure talking to you, Lance. I wish you all the best.
Thanks, bud. When I'm out in California, I'll give you a call. Maybe we can get together.
Gotta play Taillights and Dust. Tell me about it.
That song was a song that the guy producing my record is really good friends with a guy named Dean Sams, which is a piano player in the group called Lone Star. Because I'm one of those guys, I get stuck, and I hate to say it, but I'll write a lot of ballads. And it's just one of them things because I like ballads. I like a good story song. And we were needing a couple more kind of upbeat, kind of catchy tunes. And the guy producing my record, Tom Drennan, is friends with Dean, the guy that wrote the song. And he's like, man, I don't know if Lance do it, but I'll take it to him. He brought it to me, and I just fell in love with it. I think it's perfect. It kind of fits me to a T. When I first heard the song, I thought about back home, riding the dirt roads, you know what I mean, and partying out in the fields with my friends, and going fishing or whatever. It just kind of has that feel to it.
Well, everybody here loves the song, and here it is on Brad Mercer's Bands and Fans. Thanks, Lance.
Thanks, Brad.
We've been breaking our backs so the boss could live high on the hog. Man, that ain't right. But you do what you gotta do just to pay that stack of bills off. Well, when Friday rolls around, we're gonna blow this town. When it hits 5 o'clock, grab all the girls who wanna have fun, fill the cooler full of cold ones. Yeah, all you see of us is tail lights and dust, fading red down a dirt road in a pickup truck, a runaway train of chrome and rust. It's backwoods or bust, tail lights and dust. It's gonna be a shindig and shine sipping, pig picking, hot summer night. Fire blazing, cane raising, maybe even some love making, howling out that full moonlight. Gonna crank some Hank up to 10, hang out with all my rowdy friends, get a feeling alright. Watching that clock counting the minutes, pretty soon, baby, we're gonna be living it, talking about the good life. Tail lights and dust, faded red down a dirt road in a pickup truck, runaway train of chrome and rust. It's backwoods or bust, tail lights and dust. You got your feet up, pimped out, country style city vibe, bumper to bumper, good time. Yeah, tail lights and dust, faded red down a dirt road in a pickup truck, a runaway train of chrome and rust. It's backwoods or bust, tail lights and dust. Tail lights and dust. Oh, look out, y'all.
The best undiscovered